The stadium was silent, yet the air was electric with anticipation. Thousands of eyes were fixed on Anna Carter, a world-class synchronized swimmer, as she glided across the water, her body moving in perfect harmony with the music. Every stroke, every flick of her fingers was a testament to years of relentless training, discipline, and sacrifice. Her performance was poetry in motion, a breathtaking display of precision and elegance that left the audience spellbound. Tonight was special. It was the finals of the World Aquatic Championship, and Anna was performing the most difficult routine of her career, a routine that she had rehearsed endlessly, pushing her body to its absolute limits in the pursuit of perfection. The final sequence was approaching, a breathtaking underwater spin that would mark the climax of her performance. She had executed it flawlessly in practice, but under the glaring lights and with the world watching, every movement had to be flawless. As she took a deep breath and submerged for the final move, a sharp pain suddenly gripped her chest. It was as if an invisible force had wrapped around her ribs, squeezing the air from her lungs. Her vision blurred. A wave of dizziness washed over her. Something was wrong. Her mind screamed at her to kick, to push upwards, to surface for air, but her body betrayed her. Her limbs felt heavy, as if they were made of stone. Panic surged through her, but she fought to stay calm. She had trained for moments of exhaustion. She had trained for situations where oxygen was scarce. But this was different. This was not fatigue. This was something far worse. The world around her began to darken, the shimmering light from above becoming a distant blur. The sound of the music faded. She was sinking. Above the surface, the audience continued to cheer, unaware that something was terribly wrong. Her teammates, still executing their synchronized movements, were focused on their own positioning and timing. They had not yet realized that Anna had been underwater too long. In the control room, her coach, Rachel Monroe, watched with an increasing sense of unease. She had spent years studying Anna's every move, understanding her endurance, recognizing her limits. And now, something was off. Something was very wrong. She should have surfaced by now, Rachel muttered, her pulse quickening. Her eyes darted to the large screen showing the underwater cameras. What she saw made her stomach drop. Anna, motionless beneath the surface. Her voice pierced the silence of the control room. "She's not moving. Get her out now." The lifeguard stationed near the pool reacted instantly. In a split second, he sprinted to the edge, diving in with a force that sent ripples across the water. The crowd's cheers began to falter as confusion spread. Whispers, murmurs. A sense of unease crept through the stadium. Beneath the surface, the lifeguard reached Anna's lifeless form. Her body floated limply, her arms drifting weightlessly, her face pale. There was no resistance as he grabbed her and kicked hard toward the surface, his muscles burning with urgency. As soon as he broke through the water, gasps and cries erupted from the stands. Anna's body lay motionless in his arms. The once roaring stadium had fallen into a stunned silence. The other swimmers, now aware of what had happened, rushed toward the pool's edge, their eyes wide with horror. The lifeguard laid her gently on the deck as medics swarmed in. One checked her pulse, another tilted her head back, clearing her airway. Rachel pushed through the crowd, her face pale, her hands trembling as she knelt beside her athlete. "Come on, Anna, breathe." The seconds stretched into eternity. The medics worked frantically. The audience held their breath. Then, a cough, a desperate gasping inhale. Water spilled from Anna's lips as her chest heaved violently. Her body jerked back to life. The tension in the stadium cracked like thunder as the crowd erupted, not in applause, but in sheer relief. Rachel exhaled, a tear slipping down her cheek. She gripped Anna's hand tightly, her voice unsteady. "You scared the hell out of us." Anna blinked, still dazed, confusion flickering in her waterlogged eyes. She looked around at the sea of faces staring down at her, her coach's relieved expression, the medics, her teammates on the verge of tears. And then in a hoarse whisper, she asked, "Did I finish the routine?" Rachel let out a breathless laugh, half in disbelief, half in admiration. Around them, the tension melted into soft chuckles and quiet smiles. Anna Carter had danced with the water, flirted with the abyss, and fought her way back to the surface. The competition no longer mattered. She had already won the most important battle, the one for her life.